Okay, I gotta get an actual Star Wars hat for this type of stuff. But anyway, I guess I decided to shoot this part of the video as a disclaimer, I guess. Do me a favor, if you don't like The Last Jedi, that's fine. This is from the perspective of someone who legitimately loves pretty much everything about the film. And I know that might be hard to believe, because you hear a lot of critiques of people saying, oh, the Canobite stuff is stupid. Oh, the chase with the First Order and the Resistance is slow and boring. But honestly, rewatching this movie for like the, what, 6th? 7th time, I think? Maybe 5th or 6th time, I don't really remember. I don't really see it as that. I still legitimately love this film. It's still one of my favorite films in the Star Wars saga. It sometimes switches from my top 5 to top 4 even, and you might say, what the fuck? I shit you not, right now, after I've done this marathon, my ranking is probably Empire, New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Last Jedi. Although you might say this is blasphemy, there might be a small part of me leaning towards Last Jedi being a little bit better than Return of the Jedi. I don't think Last Jedi is better than the original Star Wars or The Empire Strikes Back. It could get, if I think about it more, it might reach that, but I doubt it. After Last Jedi would be Force Awakens, then Revenge of the Sith. Those are just some of my favorites in the saga. I haven't really placed the ranking of the other ones yet. Anyway, long story short, I personally love this film. All the aspects about it. It's made me cry a ton of times in the best possible way. I love Finn. I love Rose. I like the Canobite stuff. I really enjoy Vice Admiral Holdo. I like that kind of power dynamic. I like the... upon further rewatches, you really kind of understand Holdo's reasoning. The film. And you might say, well, it's a very flawed form of reasoning. From what I've discussed with people I know who have been in the military, some of this stuff is kind of realistic. I mean, not super realistic, it's fucking Star Wars, but yeah, I could pretty much buy what was going on, but I will save that for a more in-depth analysis of The Last Jedi. I just want to say, do me a favor, please don't mass dislike this video. I want to be as civil as possible. If you don't like it, all's good, but just know that some people do, and they are not any less of a Star Wars fan than you. And if you are questioning my love or my die-hardness of this franchise, these are the despecialized editions of 4, 5, and 6 on Blu-ray. The unaltered trilogy. So I love this franchise. I love it from a historical perspective. I love it as a film buff. It is one of my favorite franchises, period. And I love a lot of aspects to it. If you don't like this film, again, all is fine. But do me a favor. Hardcore hate shit. Just please save that for somewhere else. If you want to have a real discussion about aspects of the film, and I'm talking like analyzing the characters, the story, stuff you liked, stuff you didn't like, I will gladly try to make time to have a dialogue. But if you're just going to be a hardcore hater who's unwilling to listen to those who enjoy the film, then please leave. Anyway, enjoy the video, and have a nice day. May the Force be with you. Time to watch one of my favorite Star Wars films. And this is in 4K. You can't see it, but I can see it. Not upscaled, it's an actual 4K. So I'm drinking some tea and having a fig bar. And yeah, I'll just come in and out of the video and yeah, whatever. It looks like Poe Dameron has taken away Obi-Wan's status as master of trolling.
Look, I can't hold forever. You reach in, tell him Leia has an urgent message for him. I believe he's tuning with you, sir. About his
Okay, so you're gonna probably see just, oh, that was some lightning outside. Yep. The First Order is clearly fucking with them. And they're doing this from a very sadistic standpoint. And I think they're also just trying to find the rest of the rebel base, or the rest of where the resistance will be. Still fucking love it. Still fucking love this one. So I guess I'm gonna be frank about this. I don't get it. I've heard the complaints. I've argued with people extensively through Google Hangout. And I will never understand the hate for this movie. If you haven't seen it, I hope my reaction for it gives you a little more optimism than the more cynical side of the fandom would give it credit for. And hope you enjoyed this little mini-series of videos. I kind of wish I recorded one for each movie that I saw. I think it would have been a lot more interesting, but I will be shooting more videos like this in the near future. So, hope you enjoyed this little Star Wars marathon of mine. And I should recap. Well, okay, I'll just recap through memory. Okay. So, it was DVD of The Phantom Menace, Blu-ray of Attack of the Clones, DVD of the Clone Wars animated movie from 2008, Blu-ray of Revenge of the Sith, 4K Ultra of Solo, Blu-ray of Rogue One, despecialized A New Hope, despecialized Empire Strikes Back, despecialized Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens, Last Jedi. They were, well, Force Awakens was Blu-ray, Last Jedi was 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. So after binge watching the whole Star Wars saga, I can confirm that I still love this and this. Can't really see that, but here it is. And as I said at the end of this video, I'll repeat here, I don't get the hate for this one, and I probably never will. Maybe I'll work up, I mean, if I can sit through those videos where they're not bitching and I'm just gonna keep it real. When I watch those types of videos, they just seem like bullshit complaints. And I don't got time to listen to that shit. You know, to me, there's just more important stuff in the world that people could be doing with their time than just, you know, bitching about a Star Wars movie and saying all sorts of stupid shit. You know? That's just me, I guess. You might say, oh, you're being an arrogant asshole, Darth, but I'm sorry if I am, but it's just how I feel about this film. It's one of my favorites in the saga, and it probably always will be. I've heard the complaints, I've heard the issues people have with it, and I just don't get it. Even from the reviewers I like Hello Greedo, and Star Wars Explained, and Star Wars Theory. Especially Star Wars Theory is more vocal about his dislike of The Last Jedi than those two. Urban Acolyte is a huge defender of those movies, of the sequel movies, and I like Urban Acolyte's blunt style of rantings when it comes to the sequel movies, and he did a whole series of videos about The Last Jedi, way better than I could ever do. I respect Urban Acolyte's ability to just get on there and passionately defend this film. I might passionately defend it, but it will be for like 1, maybe 2 videos at the most. Because, agree to disagree. If you didn't like it, it's fine. As I've said time and time again, I love this film. And I will defend it when I think it's necessary, but, you know, we all got our own opinions, and just life. Anyway, live long and prosper, and have a nice day, everyone.